Ellie and Dina have entered Seattle finally. It is Seattle day one. They find a place that they consider to be relatively safe. They haven't run into any infected. They haven't run into any soldiers. The only people they've encountered have been dead. We knew that the history of Seattle was fraught with violence, just like the history of almost every remaining city.
In Seattle, we have a group that was under the heel of Fedra and was able to set up this uprising that in large part was helped by Isaac. And that's part of his origin story.
Isaac, who remembers what the world was like before, makes it very clear to these guys that they're assholes.
So I got 3 voters against the wall. I caught them red-handed disseminating pamphlets.
The citizens, why do you call them voters? Took away their right to vote. Somebody started calling them voters to mock them.
The reason these people are miserable is because Fedra has taken away all of their rights.
Isaac Dixon, who's leader of the WLF, at the beginning of his story in the show, I wouldn't say that he betrayed Fedra. I think rather it's the opposite. He feels that Fedra has betrayed him in terms of ethics, commitment to citizenry, and so he takes steps to reinvent himself. Maybe at the expense of others.
Welcome to the fight.
We were very excited when we were able to cast Jeffrey Wright. So it made complete sense to us to bring him back in the same exact role because unlike some of the other casting choices that were in the game, he is the right age, he does have the right look. It had to be this larger-than-life character. Jeffrey Wright was such a brilliant actor. Felt like such a sweet opportunity that I, as a fan of the story, love, and I'm sure other fans of the game will eat it up.
Now make your choice.
You see him give this kid a chance, but then you see that same person 10 years later, they're like a shell of that person that was once there before.
Scar got what he deserved. Fucking animal.
And I think you see it also with Isaac. At the very beginning, who he was, where his morals were, and now you join him much later. The WLF are just as bad as Fedra, and I think that's what's really key and what's so clever in Jeffrey's performance is that this is a character that has a lot of power.
Where are the Scars attacking next? Hold out your hand.
Isaac, for all of his insight, still seems to suffer from the same disease everyone has, which is either infected with cordyceps or tribalism. Isaac is still seeing the world as us and them, and we will see how that disease is the real contagion in the world today.
She watches over me. She feels my soul.
What I appreciated about that scene was Ryan, the other actor who was chilling, the vulnerability, but also the danger and the mystique that we associate with the Seraphites. And he kind of embodied just beautifully in that scene.
You're gonna lose.
Are we?
Every day a wolf leaves you to become a Seraphite. And none of us ever leave to become a wolf.
Isaac sees them as irrational, but he recognizes that they're a threat to his power and they're a force to be reckoned with.
You really see Isaac's point of view, basically, and how he sees the world. For me, that's quite terrifying.